Ever wonder how a cell handles really dangerous stuff, like hydrogen peroxide? Or how it breaks down certain fats that even the mighty mitochondria can't process? Well, the answer lies with a tiny, unsung hero, the peroxisome. And today, we're finally giving it the spotlight it deserves. You know, this quote really just nails it. A cell isn't some random blob of goo. It's this incredibly organized microscopic city where every single part, every little organelle, has a critical job to do. And today, we're zooming in on one of the most specialized jobs in the entire city.
So here's our game plan. We'll do a quick flyby of the cellular world. Then we'll dive straight into the peroxisome, figuring out what it does, why it's so important, and crucially, what happens from a clinical standpoint when it's not working right.
All right, to really understand the hero of our story, the peroxisome, we first have to get a feel for the bustling city it works in, the cell itself. It all starts right here. The eukaryotic cell is way more than just a structure. It's a living, breathing factory, just jam-packed with all this specialized machinery working together to, well, make life happen. Now for a super quick tour of the major departments in this factory. These are the big names, the ones you've definitely heard of before. First up, the nucleus. This is the head office, the C-suite. It's where the DNA blueprints are kept, directing every single thing the cell does. Then you've got the mitochondria. They're the power plants, working 24/7 to churn out the ATP energy that fuels the entire operation. And let's not forget the lysosomes. Think of them as the cell's sophisticated recycling center, breaking down waste and old parts to keep the factory running clean and mean. Okay, so we've got the head office, the power plants, and the recycling crew. But you know, any complex factory needs a specialized unit, like a hazmat team for dangerous chemicals and a workshop for really specific tasks. And that, right there, brings us to our main event. And this leads us to a really important question. I mean, all this metabolic activity creates some nasty toxic byproducts. Plus, there are certain molecules, like very long-chain fatty acids, which are incredibly important in the nervous system that the mitochondria just can't handle. So, who deals with all that? And the answer is the peroxisome. It's this small, single-membrane bubble, sometimes called a microbody, and it is packed to the brim with powerful oxidative enzymes like oxidases and catalase. It is literally the cell's specialized chemical processing and hazardous waste unit. So what exactly does this little microbody do that makes it so vital? Let's break down its most important jobs. Okay, check this out. One of its most crucial jobs is this really slick two-step detox process. First, some of the reactions inside it create a really toxic compound, hydrogen peroxide. But here's the brilliant part. The peroxisome is already loaded with an enzyme called catalase, which immediately grabs that dangerous peroxide and turns it into harmless water and oxygen. It's a perfect, self-contained cleanup system. But it's not just a detox unit. The peroxisome is also a master lipid workshop. It's the only place in the cell that can start breaking down those very long-chain fatty acids, chopping them down to a size the mitochondria can handle. It also makes something called plasmalogens. These are super important lipids that are a key part of the myelin sheath that insulates our nerves. Without them, your nervous system is in big trouble. And this is where the story becomes incredibly relevant from a clinical perspective, because understanding what happens when this little organelle fails, well, it shows you just how unbelievably important its job really is. So, let's ask the question, what if a cell's genetic code for building peroxisomes is broken? What happens if they just don't form? The consequences of losing this one tiny organelle are, tragically, catastrophic. This leads us to a rare genetic condition called Zellweger syndrome. It's the most severe type of what are called peroxisome biogenesis disorders, and it's defined by the total absence of working peroxisomes in the body's cells, all because of defects in the genes that are supposed to build them. And this condition gives us a stark, painful lesson in biochemistry. Without peroxisomes, those very long-chain fatty acids have nowhere to go. They build up to toxic levels, wrecking cell membranes and causing profound neurological damage. At the same time, without plasmalogen synthesis, myelination is defective. This one-two punch leads to severe problems, and tragically, the condition is almost always fatal within the first year of life. Okay, let's pull all of this together. What is the single most important thing to remember from our deep dive into this cellular unsung hero? Here's the bottom line.
Don't let its small size fool you. The peroxisome is absolutely essential. It has this incredible dual role as both a guardian and a specialist factory. It protects the cell from toxic damage while also being the only place that can perform these unique metabolic jobs that are critical for our survival.
So, we'll leave you with this final thought. The heartbreaking reality of Zellweger syndrome proves that the failure of just one type of tiny microbody can cause a total collapse of the entire system. It's a powerful and honestly a humbling reminder of how interconnected everything is inside a cell, and how every single part, no matter how small, is absolutely essential to maintain that delicate balance we call life.